They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Caleb going to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted. On-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense, and they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To throw is Prescott. This pass complete to Melton. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Well, this defense for the Bears, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw is Williams. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. I think. There we go. Kill.
Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Yeah! Hey, kill!
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First carry for DeAndre Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard. On play action, here's Williams. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Play action. Now Williams. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19, go!
They'll go play action here with Williams. Throwing the out route, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Caleb Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw, Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Prescott. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
He's able to find him. And he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, here's Williams. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. 3rd and 3.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there!
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Jones breaking from the contact. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
At 47.
Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Play action now. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of this.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That pass complete to Moore. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing again here, Williams. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And Santos yanked that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. I take. We go 47.
Here's Prescott. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards. Midfield to the 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the fumble recovery, Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about
touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Throwing. Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So his 1st sack of the game at CD, not his 1st of the season. He has shown an ability to get after the quarterback here early in his rookie year.
Yeah, and that just goes along with everything else we already knew about him. We knew his ability to tackle and to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. But any kind of pass rush you get almost seems like a bonus. I think they'll use him that way a lot more moving forward.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Back now at Soldier Field as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Damone Clark. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Yeah!
Now Gordon on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for another Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Yeah! Here we go! I take...
And they will take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played